Welcome back to another live. Welcome back to another day of building with attention. I should check this before the live, but I'm pretty sure I titled this right as day 28, and it is. I'm gonna put my headphones in just in case this time you guys can't really hear me because I know I'm a self talker and unless I'm really passionate about something that I'm talking about or it's like in a loud environment, I'm not gonna talk loud. So and hopefully that helps a bit. And hopefully when you guys watch the replay, you're able to hear me pretty well. But yeah, guys, welcome back. I'm gonna eat some on this live because I'm not really hungry. I'm more thirsty than anything. I've been drinking my water. But today I have some soursop. It has soursop, lemon, and ginger. It's the best combination. The best combination. If you can get yourself some soursop, go get some soursop. And if you can find some lemon and ginger to go with it, do it. But wait, again, I'm wrong. Oh my gosh. See, that's why I should have looked at my channel. I think what I'm doing is I'm going off of the actual day because today is the 28th and I'm thinking it's the 28th day, but no. Guys, today's the day 29. Today's day 29. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We've been doing this for 29 days, guys. 29 days consistently getting on here, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, or the nighttime. Getting on here and talking with you guys. So I have to change my title. Because it's been 29 days. That's what I'm talking about, Kareesha. That's what I'm talking about to my viewers. Love it, love it, love it. Hi, Ayana. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what time it is for you, if it's cold, if it's raining. Again, it's another rainy day here in New York, but you know, it is what it is. It just, April showers came late. I just came to the conclusion that April showers have come late. I just got to deal with this rain for a little bit longer until summer, 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 summer. All the way from Washington, D.C. Welcome to the live. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I love your live. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. We're just going and we're just taking it step by step and we're just putting in the best, you know, the best energy that we can and just being consistent. That's my main thing for myself. My goal is just to be consistent and just to show up and just keep going, even if you feel like nobody else thinks any of it. Like at this point in my head, it's like you gotta think that it's important enough. You know, I gotta think that what I'm doing is important enough before I try to want to share something with someone because I'm so happy about it, because I'm so joyful about it, because I feel like this is something that people need to hear. But until like I truly can believe that in all my heart and not just believe on it but act on it, because that's basically what I want to talk about today. I was thinking that earlier, you know, this morning, like your mind matters so much and it's all about faith. You know, faith without works is dead. Thank you guys so much for the love. I appreciate that. See y'all. Faith without works is dead. And there got to be a weight and balance of, you know, your mental and then your physical. But I 100% believe that the mental has to be stronger than the physical. The mental has to be way more. It has to be like 60-40. Like physically, you know, aesthetically pleasing, that's important. But your mind, because it's not just the brain I'm talking about like your cells, I'm talking about your whole being. Like that has to be invested in way more than the body, because it's going to take you so much further, because the things that we dream about, the things that we have visions about, the things that we imagine, like our body can't do that right now because it's not there yet. But the mind, oh my gosh, the mind could take you to so many places that you haven't been yet, so many things that you haven't done yet. And the mind can get you out of a lot of, things that may be going inside, where you're feeling negative maybe about yourself, or depressed about yourself, or things are just not going the way. Your mind, not somebody else's, can take you out of that. And I'm not knocking, going to somebody, talking, therapy, all that stuff. Like, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But I just want to let you know that you are powerful, and that you are powerful enough to heal yourself. You are powerful enough to go after your dreams and actually live them. Like, you are powerful enough. There's just a consistency that you have to get, on board with. Like, it's not enough to just dream. It's not enough to just tell everybody when you're at high spirits. It's not enough to just be in that state of mind. Like, there got to be work put into it, but there got to be a balance. There got to be a balance in all of it. And I just feel like I'm learning that as I'm doing this. Like, there's some days where it's just high, high, high. There's so many ideas and just things going on in my head. And then there's some low days. And it may have nothing to do with me. It may have everything to do with my environment. Maybe going to my job and dealing with, excuse me, the general public. And, we know. We know about the general public. We deal with the general public every day. And that can weigh a lot. And that can make you feel as if, what you're going after, what you believe, what you have found at whatever age you are, whether you turn 20 and you found your dream, you found your vision, you found your goal, and now you're after it, and you're working hard. Whether you're 30, whether you're 40, whether you're 50. But then you go back to real life. You go back to the day-to-day grind. And it's like, what was I even thinking? What was I even talking about? Because you're tired, because you're exhausted, because you feel burnt out just because of the job that you need just to make a daily living. But just like, stop that. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do it. If you want something bigger, if you want something better, if you're striving for a different life, you are the one that unlocks it. And nobody else does, because guess what? By you being the one to unlock it, nobody can take it away. And I feel like that is so key. It's so key. If you're the one to unlock it, nobody else has the key. The only one that has the master key is God. So I feel like that needs to be the comfort, the motivation, the security of knowing like what you're doing is going to, come to fruition. Like, it's going to happen, because you're the maker. Like, Yah is the author and finisher of our faith. But he gives us the opportunity. He gives us the ability to be like the canvas, the landscaper of our own vision, of our own dream. He gives it to us, but he allows us to walk it out. Stop allowing somebody else to do it for you. Stop allowing these jobs. Stop allowing these new strict codes that they have because of whatever image that they're trying to push out to the general public now. Stop allowing friends. Stop allowing family. Stop allowing where you live. Like, stop allowing all these outside conditions and dig in. And that's where I'm at right now. And it's easier said than done, guys. It's easier said than done. I'm sorry, I'm going to get to the comments. I know I missed some. But it's easier said than done than doing it. And sometimes it's easier in a season than another. Because know that just because I'm showing up here every day, doesn't mean that life doesn't happen. Doesn't mean that I myself don't go through anything. I'm living in la la land. Like, I really just want to be as transparent with my journey as I can with you guys. But at the same time, show you guys that, we can show up and be content every day. We don't have to show up and go off of how our feelings want us to feel that day. We don't have to show up and be sad because that's just how we feel that day. We don't have to show up and be anxious and be worried just because that's how we feel that day. Like, we could change that. Let's change that. Let's show up and be in this, not mellow, but you're not high, but you're not low. It's just, you're grooving, you're grooving. You're getting through life, and you're not on this roller coaster of feelings, this roller coaster of just uncertainty, this roller coaster of what everything else happens to you, instead of how can I take control of me. It's not even my situation. Like, how can I take control of me? How can I figure out me more? How can I love me more? How can I how can I respect myself more? Like, how can you do that? And really, like, hone in and focus on that, and don't lose that. Don't lose that during those early mornings. Don't lose that during those late nights. Don't lose that during those sudden, unexpected life events, because they're going to happen. We're going to have to go through them. But how are you going to go through them? Are you going to rely on old habits, on old thinking, or are you going to tap in to that version of yourself that needs to come out? Are you going to tap into not this fairy tale of saying affirmations every day and believing something and not doing anything about it? No, are you going to truly tap in to the being that you are? Are you going to tap in wherever you have, issues in, whether it's anger, whether it's depression, whether it's just always being heightened, whether it's anxiety? Like, are you going to tap into those things so when life events come your way, so when trials and tribulations come your way, you have a different way of dealing with it. You have a different way of working through it. You have a different way of living life and saying the old way, because it puts you in that old thinking, and then it makes you feel all over again like you can't do it, you can't get through. But those are all lies. But again, it is up to you. It is up to you to make that key. It is up to you to turn it day in, and nobody can take that away from you. No matter how much it feels the world is crashing down around you, no matter how out of control you feel of the situation that you may be in, what you're working on the inside, what everybody else can't see, cannot be taken away. It cannot be taken away. No matter how many people out here that want to put bad vibes towards you or think bad thoughts towards you, or how many unexpected things that happen, it's not going to be taken away, because you have done the work. And you haven't just done the work physically, you've done the work spiritually, you've done the work emotionally, you've done the work. And so, yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me check the comments here. Yes, it's a rainy day, 310 man Ruth. And thank you so much, Ayana. I appreciate that. Love, 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 love. Back at you. And Deja, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Polly, I see you. Welcome, guys. Guys, yes, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what's one habit that you're sticking to for the month of May. We are almost finished, guys. We are almost finished, and I thought today was day 28, but today is actually day 29. So it has went by so fast, you know. During it, it feels like it goes slower, it feels more of a weight, because you're kind of just like thinking like, what am I going to talk about today? How can this be valuable to somebody today? Like, and it's just, those are the things that stop you during your progress, because you're just thinking too much about the details. You're thinking too much about the little things that other people are not even worried about. It's just like, are you going to see the bigger picture and you're just going to keep this thing rolling so that the momentum can grow, so this can be a domino effect, so this could be a snowball effect. Like, are we just going to keep it going so you can look back 60 days, 90 days and be like, what? I really did that? Like, I really show up for myself consistently like that? Like, how? And it's because you just did it. You stop overthinking. You stop thinking about the details. You stop thinking about everybody else's um, thoughts towards you or opinions. And you just went. And you just did. And you learn. And you learn from people too. Because it's not like just trying to knock what everybody else says. And obviously, I don't want to just get like positive. I want to get like stuff that sharpens me, not haters, but things that sharpen me and make me realize and see, okay, I could see that from a different perspective. I could take that from a different angle. Excuse me, I don't necessarily need to be offended. I just maybe need to look at it at a different angle. But you won't know that unless you're not showing up for yourself consistently. You're not putting in the work day after day, time and time. And that consistency can be whatever you commit to, whatever makes it easy for you, whatever you think that you say, like, you know what, I can keep going. It's like running. I feel like this reminds me of running when I was a kid. I would get to like that third and fourth mile, and it was like the long run days. The long run days were always in the middle of the week, and we will always build on the prior week. So my coach, he started us off with 5 miles as the long run, and then the when we were conditioning for cross country, it was like the whole summer. So by the by the end of the summer, we got up to like 17 miles. Now, I can't remember if I like actually did the 17 miles by then, but we always finished it. We always finished it, whether we walked it a little bit, ran it a little bit, like we always finished it. And when I would get past that fourth or fifth mile, it would be like, can I really do this? Can I really get to the next mile? And every time I would want to give up. Every time I would say that I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I could feel that energy there. I could feel that you could go a little bit longer. You can go a little bit further. And then my coach, he always had somebody else running us with us too, because one person be in the front, one person be in the back. And every time I felt like giving up, there's coach right behind saying, you got this, and then just kept running. Like, you gotta be that coach for yourself. You gotta be that person for yourself, even though it may not look the way that you like how it to look right now. I try to say that the best way I could. I would say for me, I miss running a lot, but sometimes with my schedule, I feel like I don't have a consistent enough schedule to really commit to it, and I use that as an excuse. Sometimes I'll use an excuse that I'm just not feeling well, and since I can't be consistent, I don't want to do it. But sometimes you gotta push past your excuses. You just gotta be able to do something and just let it build. Even if I just did one run a week, that's something. Even if I just got outside and walked, that's something. Just getting yourself back into it in some way, it's going to push you closer to what you're trying to do. But always like just downplaying yourself, always just saying like, it's not going to work because this, that, and the third. Well, you already lost. You already lost that battle. But the war, you have not lost. It's still going. Like, you still got time because you're still breathing and you're still here. So maybe that day you didn't give it your best effort, but you still got time because you're still breathing. So yeah, guys, I'm almost at 20 minutes. That's beautiful. And how do you show up for yourself? How to keep that motivation? Yeah, I think showing up for yourself, that's a good question. how do you show up for yourself? How to keep that motivation, that dream, that vision, you know? Even today, like I was watching an interview on the Real South Africa. They did another interview where they got interviewed by one of the news stations in South Africa. And literally, I'm on the bus watching the video, smiling the whole time. Probably look like, I don't want to say, but just interesting to other people because I'm smiling and laughing while I'm watching the video. And people are just, I know, but I'm just so like in my own world that doesn't even matter. But like when you know the vision, when you know your dream, when you know what you're going after, it makes it easier. And then when you have reinforcements like that, I have that YouTube channel to watch and to see, like, yeah. And the fact that it made me smile like the whole entire time shows that is part of the dream, the vision, the plan. And yeah, I think that's what it is being able to look at reinforcements that help me to remind me of the dream. And it's not saying that I know my whole dream. It's just finally, I feel like in my 30s, I got a glimpse of what it should look like. I got a glimpse of how my life could be different. It's not saying that I know everything, and it's not saying that I know how I want everything lined up to a T. Things could flip how I see it in 5 years. Things could flip in 10 years. And it's not saying that, you know, the whole vision or the whole dream is just, instead of being so focused on making it look a certain way, it's kind of just like go with the flow, but do the work. Go with the flow, have faith. Go with the flow, create. Like, go with the flow. And I feel like that's how I'm showing up. That's where the motivation is coming from. And even you motivate yourself. When you keep showing up and then you look at past videos, or you keep writing and you look at past journal prompts that you've put down, or if you even have like well, we all have like that voice recorder on our phone. I've done voice recordings 10 years ago and they're still on my phone. And I've listened to them. And it's like it's like a different world you're in, because you're listening to you, but you're listening to an old you, and you're listening, are you different now? You got to be different now. It's been 10 years, it's been 5 years. And how different are you? And are you different in a way that 10-year or 5-year person would be proud of? So I think it's just like really documenting it in your own way. I mean, they didn't have social media back in the day when it was like my grandparents or great-great-grandparents. They documented stuff in a different way. And I just think it's a new time, it's a new season, and we have a lot of the control now to just be documented by census or documented by job occupation or where we live. We can be identified by how we want to be perceived in the world, not by how the system wants to show us off. And so being on social media is a great thing, but at the same time it could be a bad thing. But again, it's all about how you, myself, are working within. So when we do come and share what it is that we feel that we want to share with the world, we have wisdom, we have intention, we have reason. It's not just doing it just to do it, to ride the train because everybody else is. It's being here because you know it's so valuable and it's so bigger than you. What are ways to get to your dream when it's hard to see it yourself? Yes, what are ways to get to your dream when it's hard to see it yourself? I wouldn't force it. That's one thing. Because when I first started flying, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I got like it was great that I got to travel. I had, travel solo for a couple times, but I was still like 2 or 3 years in flying, still feeling like I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have a reason. It just felt like I was in and out for another work trip. This time, let me pick a new place to go. Went there, it was fun. I experienced it, back on the grind. And I just felt like a void. And I felt like nothing was filling it. And always, praying, crying out to the Lord, asking him like, what is it? I know it's more. But sometimes he gives it to us step by step, bit by bit, because we can't handle the full picture at where we're at in life right now. Where we're at right now, we're not able to sustain the person that we, Lord willing, will be in 10 years or 20 years. Without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to be a different person, Lord willing, if you get to that age. So just thinking of it in that sense, the fact that you don't know the full picture now, the fact that it may seem blurry, the fact that you can't figure out how to even get yourself there should show you that the dream is not what you have to focus on. The vision is not what you're supposed to be focusing on. You are the one that you're supposed to be focusing on. How are you taking care of you? How are you investing in yourself? And there's many ways to do that. But like, how are you starting? What questions are you asking yourself to say that you need to do for the week, for the day, for the month, to show that you care a little bit more? That you're not just doing it so that you look pleasing to others. You're not just doing it to provide for your family. You're doing it because you truly care about yourself. Like God loves us with no reason behind it. He loves us unconditionally. So why can't we do the work to truly care for ourselves, not because of something else? Why can't we get up in the morning and have a consistent schedule? Not because we have to go to a job, but because we care about our hygiene, because we care about our mobility, because we care about our digestive system. Like, why can't we have a consistent schedule? Not because we have to go to work, but because we love ourselves, but because we love the temple that has been given to us as a gift. Hi. What are ways to help take care of yourself in ways that will benefit your life and your future? What are ways to help take care of yourself? What are ways to help take care of yourself in ways that will benefit your life and your future? Well, yeah, like I said, the way is you, because it's different for everybody. Everybody is their own unique individual. And of course, the general aspect of things, of sticking to a schedule, is something that we all have to do, but it's a schedule that you have to create. My schedule would be different than yours, you know? Your schedule will be different from your sister, from your brother, from your mother. But are you committed to creating that? Are you committed to sticking to it? Are you committed for it to work for you? Like, what are you committed to? And why are you committed? Sometimes we have to ask that question. Like, why am I even doing it? Why does it even matter? Why does it even matter? Maybe